I sat down with my co-host, Jess Grace Johnson, and we talk all things movies through the power of top 8 lists. So we're continuing with our film switch-ups, which is now the iconic main theme of this beautiful podcast of ours. So, Jess, it's been a while. I feel like it's been ages since we've done a year in cinema. It obviously hasn't been, but we haven't recorded for 4 weeks, so it's probably why it feels ages. But I'm excited to get back on this, and I was doing the list for it, and I was like, I do really enjoy the year ones. How do you feel about that these days?
Same. It does feel like it's been forever, but I am excited, and this is a fun way to do the year ones as well, because now we're looking at what matches do we have, what moves would we make, and what new ones do we feel really come in. So I think that's also helpful, because we've talked in the past, sometimes we think, oh, I didn't even think of that movie. So this is another fun way that we can showcase some good love to some movies in 2009.
Yeah, definitely. You've got the themed episodes, actors and stuff like that, where it's a bit more, whatever the word is, matchy, I guess, which is appropriate for the show. But yeah, these year ones remix it up. But then obviously when we do our letter episodes, then mind blown. So best of letter B is coming up soon, guys. So keep tuned in, subscribe, like, and follow. Right, 2009. So obviously whenever we do a year in cinema, our lead list will always be provided by Mike, a film reviewer of 20 years. He's my father. He does reviews on our film review show that we do every 10 episodes, our anniversary episodes. He drops reviews over there. You may have heard his voice quite often. You won't hear that so much now on this new format, but if you go back to the other episodes, you'll be able to hear him pitching his lists. So as always, guys, we have our lead list. Then I've got my list, Jess has got her list. So we're going to either move his movies around, we'll match sometimes, and we'll bring new films in that we feel deserve to be mentioned in a top 8. So Jess, let's jump straight in. 2009, delivered by Michael Morgan, 20-year reviewing veteran. Let us know what he's got. Let's do this.
In his number 8 spot, he has Nowhere Boy. Number 7, Invictus. Number 6, Star Trek. Number 5, Up. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Number 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Number 2, Avatar. And number 1, Inglourious Bastards.
Way, what a fascinating year that was, isn't it? Got some indie stuff, got some franchises, got some Potter action, some Disney Pixar, the highest grossing film of all time in Avatar, and a very, very good movie in his top spot. So, rather than me jumping in straight away, what do you think about that list, Jess? What are your thoughts on Mike's 2009?
Your dad always has such a great combination and able to showcase some love for a variety of movies. I am not going to lie, I'm a little surprised that he does have so many of the franchise movies in here. But I love that he still has like his number 8, number 7, Nowhere Boy, Invictus. So giving some love to some other movies. I'm excited. I'm excited about the 2009 list. Gosh.
Yeah, is it after? It's after Azkaban, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Azkaban's the 3rd.
It's number 3. Yeah. I don't know much about Potter, so. I'll let you figure out. You pick out your thing as well. Look at it. So yeah, I knew Avatar way up there. I know he loves Avatar, and obviously it's iconic as hell, so it deserves that love. X-Men, very surprised how high that up is. He's number 1. Superheroes is his number 1 genre. So yeah, this is probably the most surprising list I've ever received from him when it came through, and to have a Pixar halfway up. So yeah, this is really cool to see what's, because my list has got loads of other random stuff in it. So fascinating stuff. So yeah, thanks, Dad. It's really, really interesting. But I'm trying to think. There's quite a few that are going to come up again, so I don't want to waste all my good chat on those. You don't think of anything else that I need to talk about? No, I think we're all good. So that is our lead list, guys. So let's see how we just mix it up. So I do have some honorary mentions. I do this sometimes. So these are the films that didn't quite make it, and I give a nod. So Disney Pixar's Up, absolutely legendary movie. So beautiful, and deserves a mention. The Proposal, Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. Bit of rom-com action deserves a shout. 500 Days of Summer, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel. From what I hear, I haven't seen it for a long time. It's not aged well. The content of the movie is not aged well. So I need to go back and see that about men, women, relationships, and how they're treated. So It's a bit icky, so I need to go back and check. State of Play was really, really good. I enjoyed that. Ugly Truth, Gerard Butler, and Catherine Seagull. I'm not sure if people's names today. Yeah, that's a great movie. And District 9, bit of an indie shout there. That did really, really well in the sort of niche indie sector, so a bit of luck for that. But let's jump into the main event. So, let's look for any matches. Oh, look, we have a match in our top spot. This happens rarely. So, Glorious Bastards. I've also got the number one. Absolutely amazing. Amazing film. I could watch it over and over again for years to come. Absolute masterpiece and well worthy of number one. There's not much more I can say, but every single person is fantastic. Brad Pitt, one of Brad Pitt's best ever performances, in my opinion. So yeah, absolutely incredible movie. So that's my one match. That feels good. So what have I moved around? So I've moved Star Trek from 6th to 5th. But then I watched the trailer today, which is probably one of the best trailers ever made. As said in the comments of that video, I would agree, it's an incredible trailer. It's a film in its 7th. I watched the trailer. It's just regrets across the board. I also wish that was higher. So heartbreaking stuff, but that is one of the... People may disagree. I think it's one of the best of the X-Men series. Just watching his storyline develop and all of the people he had to face along the way, I just think it's an incredible movie. So superhero wise, it's up there. So there are my 3 moves. So I got 4 brand new films, guys. So let's find out what they are. So we've got Hangover is coming to 8th position. So it was an iconic comedy at the time. People loved it. It did so well at the box office. Pretty much everybody loved it. So, I mean, for a comedy to do that, it's quite hard. Most people are like, it's all right. I was like, oh my God, it's so good. I mean, fair play. How many comedies can pull that off? So, it definitely deserves a top 8 spot. So, yeah, it would have gone home. Hangover 8th, X-Men 7th, 6th Avatar, 5th Star Trek. Then I put 2012 in at 4th just because I'm a big disaster film dude. And back then, I was even more so. And I was like, oh, I love this movie so much. Disaster films, so they're going to survive. It's really far-fetched. It's really stupid and unrealistic, and that family would never survive. But I loved it. And disaster films will always get my top 8s if they exist in that particular cinema year. So,
loving Ryan Reynolds. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen 2012. I don't think I've seen Law Abiding Citizen either. Which I feel like I should have.
It was a kind of straight to Amazon type deal, so yeah.
But it sounds good and it looks good. I pulled it up in the background you're talking about. I was like, I feel like, but the rest of them I've definitely seen. So your top 2 for sure expected. I was actually kind of surprised that Avatar made it as high on your list, but I also respected it. So yeah. Other than that, like good quality list. You got some comedy in there. You do have some franchises in there, and you're giving some love for some good movies that I haven't seen yet. So I guess I need to get around to that.
Look, your list is big enough. Don't worry about any of these. But yeah, I mean, well, as I was creating a list, it's so generic for me. So I was like, no, definitely on brand. I'm not lying anyway. I've passed a lie detector test. So it was a fairly decent year. It's not the best year we've ever done, but there's some solid stuff out that year. But definitely not number one, that's for sure. Right, Jess, I'll hand over to you to show us your moves, your matches, and your news.
And this is how Liverpool
all right. I don't have any matches, but I do have some moves. So I'm excited about my moves. I moved X-Men Origins Wolverine down from 3 to 6. Bumped up Star Trek from 6 to 4. And I love Up, so Up went from 5 to 3 for me. And also, I love me some Harry Potter, so Harry Potter went from 4 to number 1. I have some new movies, and the 4 new movies that I have were also not on your list, so this is kind of exciting. My 8th spot, I put Underworld. I'm a huge fan of the Underworld series. I love the Lycans and the vampires and how they brought that story together. Specifically, Underworld, that movie for that year was Rise of the Lycans. Number 7 spot, Mike, I wanted to give it a love because it's a love movie. So Star Trek's my 4th spot, Up in my 3rd spot. My number 2 is also kind of a comedy, It also has our guy from our last episode as a good supporting role. He's just not that into you. So that's a really fun movie. It started out as a book, and it showcases all these different scenes where, women overthink things, and we try and convince our friends, like, oh, it's fine, something must have come up, and then guys just trying to figure out like how to have relationships, and it's got these fun like interview segments. It's just a really fun comedy on things that actually happen in life, and I think that any one of those scenarios, if someone watches it, I think at one point they can either connect that they're the person in the scenario, or they have dated the person in the scenario. So it's just a fun kind of lighthearted movie about real life stuff. And Harry Potter in my #1 spot. So what do you think? I definitely have some of my core movies on here, but are there any maybe in the order, or some of the new ones I threw at you that you're surprised by?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by any of this. This is a Jess list. After 60, 70 episodes, as in, because we did an original 10 episodes as well that aren't on the feed. So yeah, like I already knew you loved the Underworld series. That makes sense. I don't think I've seen that one, so it didn't even make it into my honorary. So I think Zombieland, fantastic. That has completely slipped my research that I was doing. So a bit heartbroken about that. It didn't come up on my list for some reason. Weird. But I love it, so I totally agree. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. X-Men, you're not the big superhero person, so maybe I'm a bit surprised about that being 6th. But I would understand why, because as a standalone movie, it's very well done, even if you didn't care about the actual franchise itself. Time Traveler's Wife, yeah, makes total sense. Star Trek, I know you love your Star Trek stuff, so yeah. But I love your Pixar. He's just not into you. I guess I wouldn't have seen that coming. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, of course, it's a really, really good film for that genre. Really, really good kind of slightly ensemble cast as well. And Harry Potter, duh. So, yeah, you've done yourself proud. We've both done ourselves proud here today. We have been the truest, authentic versions of ourselves we could be, haven't we?
I love it. It's fun, even though, I don't know, it's almost like when you're reading your list, and I'm like, yeah, like, I really know my friend's movie list. Like, it's exciting for me, even if I know it's coming. It's still exciting. I think it's really great, because I know, like, without a doubt, like, he is going to give Fast and Furious all the love, and he's going to bring in all the really cool action movies, and I'm going to bring in all the sappy movies, especially movies where people die. I love them so much. But yeah, this is great, and this is fun, and I like this just kind of fun, light, what do we match on, what are we moving around, and what are we adding in? This has been a fun format for me.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really interesting today, because all three of these lists pretty much